Page 10, March in F. Common time, or 4/4 time. It's got one flat, so we're in F major or D minor. Take a look at it, and the last measure is here. I'm guessing we're in F major. Usually ends on its main chord, not always, but usually. It's not really much of a chord when you just got a couple F's, but that's the feel, the harmony as you play it, it's going to sound like F major. Right hand first, starting the third finger on A, puts you in this position. Now keep in mind there's one flat, so all the B's are flat, so your ring finger goes there. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now if these notes are challenging you, then forget the rhythm and just work on the notes. Just the A's and then the B flat. Just get all the notes and make sure you can do those, and then keep going. Now here, for the last measure, you need to cross over the thumb so you can get third finger. If you'll just relax the thumb, you should be able to move around a little bit. So just cross over. Don't twist or anything to do this. Just cross over and do that. Third finger. Now you're in this position. We just moved hand positions. Cool, huh? And then to go to the second line, you move. You got to lift up. Just lift up and move here. Third finger on here. Now we're in this position. We don't know where we want to be, do we? You hit, and then get these notes. And then lift up and move again. They're saying 5, so you can get all the rest of the notes in this position. That's okay, sort of. I don't like this having to go from here to here. You don't have to do that. You can, you're here, you can go 2 and bring the thumb down and then scrunch up your hand and put 5th finger on here. Now you're in position to finish it off. So you don't have to go from a 3 to a 5. It's a rather unpianistic move. Sometimes we're forced to make the move, but if we're not forced to, it's usually better not to. We're not forced to here. We can just stay here and bring the thumb down and then scrunch up. Kind of crawling around like a bug. We do that a lot on the piano. Once you get the notes, go back and put in the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Left hand, half notes here. Put you in this position. Got some F's and then an E and an F and a C, and then you get rests in between these. And then the second line, you got to come up here. Well, you have 2 beats of rest. You got plenty of time to move up. Third finger. And then for the third measure, just bring the thumb under. Just bring it under here. And I have a shake in my left hand. That's hard to see, but hopefully you don't shake. You just bring the thumb under and play it in here. And then bring the thumb down again. It's okay, we moved around a little bit. Again, we're crawling around like a bug. Put the hands together. Here. Right there. When I play the B flat, the left hand comes up because it's a rest. That's B3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You get the idea? Second line, we're up here. It's a little tricky because now both hands are moving and the different fingers are working at different times, and you just work these moves out really, really carefully, and you'll gradually speed them up over time. So the second measure, the second line, you're up here. Then I recommend thumb here and then here. See, these fingers are, and then thumb or little finger like that, and you're in position. You gotta work work these out because you don't want any hesitations. The beat's got to flow. So practice it and get rid of the hesitations so the beat flows fine. Once you have that, you put the articulation in. Most of it's in the right hand, but there's a little bit for the left hand. You have staccatos. A nice light wrist staccato. You can use finger staccato if you want. And connect these. So you connect. That's a staccato, that G. So it's. And then you have a tenuto line over that half note. So linger on that note. Hold it out full length and then go on. Go ahead and connect it if you need to. That is connected to the, because we're hanging on to it as long as possible. Now you're coming up. Now during this, when you're playing the C, I recommend you go ahead and get your left hand up here where it belongs, because now you got to move the right hand up. It's easier when we move hands in piano if we can move one hand at a time, and that's why. So while you're playing the C, get the just up here hovering over, so when the right hand gets out of the way, you've got it. And then you go up. Now it's in both hands. But you only have the tenuto on the right hand. Not sure why, but okay, whichever. And then staccato again. Now here are the last two measures. The staccato at first, and then legato on the right, staccato on the left. Connect this, but not this. That's a little tricky for a lot of people, including me when I first started. I couldn't do that. So focus on the, again, it gets back to independence of the hands. You have to be able to do different things in the hands at the same time. And this is it. So, then we can add the dynamic. The only dynamic given is moderately loud, and that's to the right hand. You'll have to decide what moderately loud is. But it's in that area, and you don't have to play the whole thing at that level. You can get a little louder and softer as you feel it. Know it well enough so you can feel the music, and then you can decide on the dynamic. Keep the left hand soft. As far as the speed goes, moderato is somewhere in the middle. It's a march. Left, right, left, right. Opinion about how fast it can go. You have to decide for yourself what you think moderato is. If you have a teacher, they will let you know what it is, and then okay. I like to play it with you slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm going to give us 4 counts, and let's try it. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 3. 4 and 4 and 3 and 4 and